Challenging you. Hello, this is Mr. Chabry, and we are here to talk about the Galarian starters. It is time to rank them, and of course this is my opinion. If you have a different opinion on how these starters rank, go ahead and put that down in the comments. But we're going to go ahead and start off with my number 3 pick. And my number 3 pick is going to be Intellion. So this Pokemon is not a bad Pokemon by any means. This thing has 120 speed and 125 special attack, meaning it's going to hit hard and it's a really good special attacker. It does have 85 attack, and that's going to help you out with U-turn or flip turn, any one of those. The set that I recommend is a sniper set with the scope lens and snipe shot as your primary move. And the reason is snipe shot has a higher chance of landing a crit. With the scope lens, you're going to have a lot of crits. And sniper as an ability means that you're going to be doing more damage with those crits. So with that, it makes this a very threatening Pokemon. I feel like the thing that kind of holds it back though is its moveset is not as diverse as the other ones on our list. So by no means it's not a bad Pokemon. It just is outclassed by the other two. So now it's on to number 2, and this Pokemon would have probably been in the 3rd slot if it weren't for its amazing hidden ability, and a very beautiful move that it gets to help with that hidden ability. And this is going to be Rillaboom. So this Pokemon has 125 attack, so that's actually a really good attack stat, and it has decent bulk, 100 HP, 90 defense, 70 special defense is not the best, but that 100 HP is pretty decent. Its speed is actually pretty notable too, at 85. So this thing is not the fastest Pokemon, but it does have a decent speed stat. You don't really have to worry about that speed stat, however, if you have a priority move. And Rillaboom does in Grassy Glide. Grassy Glide's a move that you need grassy terrain to activate it, but the good thing is Grassy Surge with Rillaboom, it can set up its own terrain and get priority grass type moves. It does get some other options move wise that you can use as well. U-turn, Wood Hammer, Knock Off being a few. Does get Earthquake, so you can actually hit fire types decently well. It gets quite a few fighting type moves if you want to boost up your physical attack when you Dynamax. So yeah, this Pokemon has quite a few things that it can pull out of its grassy sleeves. And the fact that this thing does have a priority move means you don't necessarily have to invest that much into speed. You could give it a choice ban and just do a lot of damage with Grassy Glide. You can also give it the Grassy Seed, and what that does is in the grassy terrain it's going to boost its defense even more. And that's what I often do. I'll give it that Grassy Seed and then it'll boost its defense, and that gives me a chance to set up Swords Dance. And this thing has an amazing attack output with a Swords Dance. So to give you an idea of how powerful this thing can be, after a Swords Dance, it actually has a chance to one-hit KO a Cinderace with a +2 Grassy Glide. And that just gives you an idea of how amazing this Pokemon actually is. It is a grass type that can make fire types shiver in fear. And that just shows that Rillaboom is our number 2 slot. So you might be wondering, Mr. Chabry, with 2 solid Pokemon on this list, what Pokemon could outcompete them and become number 1 of the Galarian starters? And that's where I'm going to show you Cinderace. This thing is an amazing Pokemon, and it can do so many things. So this thing is packing a 119 speed, 116 attack, so it does a lot of damage and it can hit really hard. But the thing that puts it over the edge is its hidden ability, Libero. What this is going to do is change your type based on what move you're about to go to. So think Protean, just like Greninja. But in this case, you're going to be mostly using physical attacks. And the thing is, this thing gets a wide move pool that it can pull from. Pyro Ball is going to be your main go-to just because it does so much damage. but it gets a lot of different moves. It can get Iron Head, Gunk Shot. You can run Quick Attack, but I would prefer Sucker Punch. And with Sucker Punch, you become a Dark type, so you change your type there. U-Turn, you will get a Stab switch there. Zen Headbutt can just plow right through Toxapex. So not even Toxapex can come out and face this thing. And it also gets Electro Ball. And with that high speed stat, it can actually make use of Electro Ball. But that's not all that it does. If you're running it in doubles, there's quite a few support options you can go with. Ally Switch, of course, is a very tech move in VGC. But there's also this move that it gets called Court Change. And what that does is it swaps the field effects. So say you're doing a single battle, and you have Stealth Rocks on your side. If you go for a Court Change, you're going to put those Stealth Rocks onto your opponent's side instead. If you do that in VGC and say the opponent had a Lapras get an Aurora Veil up, well, now you have that Aurora Veil. So this thing has quite a few things that it can actually do, and it does it amazingly. So that's why I think Cinderace is the #1 Pokemon of the Galar starters. So that is my ranking of the Galarian starters. Do you agree with me, or do you think I got it wrong? Go ahead, put in the comments what you think, which Pokemon is your favorite out of these three, and tell me why. Give this a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next Pokemon video.